interactive session. My name is Jayvanti, and I'll be your host for this evening on the Brain Pool and Brain Pool Plus Postdoctoral Fellowship. Thank you all for taking time to join us today. We hope this session will give you useful insights into the postdoctoral opportunities in Korea. A little bit about the session. Today's session is designed to give you a clear understanding of what the Brain Pool and Brain Pool Plus fellowships are, how the application process works, what it is like to work as a postdoctoral researcher in Korea. We are fortunate to have experienced speakers who will share their personal journeys and practical advice. At the end of the session, we'll have a Q&A segment. So leave your questions in the chat box. And by the end of the session, the speakers will attend to the questions and answer them. A little bit about the Brain Pool and Brain Pool Plus programs. They are prestigious postdoctoral fellowship programs in Korea that support international researchers. These fellowships aim to attract talented researchers from all around the world, promote international research collaborations, strengthen scientific research in Korea. They also provide opportunities to work with leading universities and research institutions while gaining valuable international research experience. And now I invite Mr. Tejas to give a brief introduction about ISRK.
Hello, everyone. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible, Jayvanti?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening to the audience attending from Korea, and good afternoon to the audience from India. I'm Tejas. I'm pursuing PhD in Korea University. I'll be talking a bit about ISRK today. ISRK is a non-voluntary organization which was founded in 2019, founded by Dr. Lailesh, Dr. Vibhu Jain, and our current president, Dr. Iqbal. We are very active on Telegram, Instagram, and YouTube. The main motto is to establish largest community of Indian students and researchers in Korea. We try to help as much as possible in different fields and reach out and provide just a second. These are the key activities of ISRK, where educational programs such as today, where many scholarships such as Brain Korea BK21 are introduced, and student affairs like any assisting students in any academic matters. Cultural events and festival celebrations such as Diwali and Holi are all celebrated together. It is like a home away from home. And sport and outdoor activities such as cricket clubs and badmintons. And this is a brief on ISRK teams. We have different teams working on educational programs, student affairs, cultural events, sports, events and technology, and social engagement and communication. This is a snapshot from the Deepotsava 2024. I hope all the audience are benefited from this session today. And I hand over now to Jayvanti, who will introduce to the speakers. Jayvanti, please carry on.
Thank you, Tejas, for the introduction. So I'll invite the speakers one by one. I'll give a brief introduction of each speaker. So our first speaker of the evening is Dr. Ashish Kaur. He's a Brainpool postdoctoral fellow in the Department of Material Science and Engineering at Hanyang University. He'll briefly share his experience and advice for future applicants. Dr. Ashish, please take over.
Thank you, Jayvanti. Let me share my slides. So my slides are visible, and am I audible?
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Okay. So good afternoon to the people joined from India, and good evening to the people joined from Korea. I'm Dr. Ashish, Brainpool Postdoctoral Fellow in Division of Material Science and Engineering at Hanyang University. So today I'll be introducing the Brainpool and Brainpool Plus Fellowship Program in South Korea, which are the most prestigious international research fundings scheme offered by the Korean government. And these programs are specifically designed to attract highly skilled researchers from across the globe and integrate them into Korea's rapidly advancing research ecosystem. So, as a postdoctoral researcher at Hanyang University, working in the field of material science and electrocatalysis, I will not only explain the structure and benefit of these fellowships, but also provide insights based on my own experience. The goal of this presentation is to give you a clear understanding of why South Korea is an excellent destination for postdoctoral research and how these fellowships can support your career. So the presentation is organized in a logical sequence to help you clearly understand the topic. So I'll begin by discussing why South Korea has become an attractive destination for postdoctoral research. Then I'll introduce the Brainpool Fellowship Program, followed by an explanation to its different types. Okay, let me just wait for a second. There is some problem.
Sure, take your time. No issues.
So I'll be this presentation is organized in a logical sequence to help you clearly understand the topic. I'll begin by discussing why South Korea has become an attractive destination for postdoctoral research. Then I'll introduce the Brainpool Fellowship Program, followed by an explanation of its different types. After that, I'll cover the eligibility criteria, which is a crucial aspect for potential applicants. And I'll also discuss the research areas supported under this fellowship and highlight the key benefits offered. And finally, I will conclude with my personal experience, which will give you a practical perspective on working in South Korea under this program. So, as you all know, that South Korea has established itself as a global leader in science and technology, making it an increasingly popular destination for postdoctoral research. So one of the main reason is that a strong government investment in research and development, which consistently rank among the highest percentage of GDP, and this translate into well-funded laboratories, access to advanced instrumentation, and a stable research environment. Additionally, Korean universities and research institutes actively collaborate with global partners, providing excellent opportunities for international exposure. And another factor is that the research environment in Korea is fast paced and the research culture is very competitive, which will ultimately lead to the high impact outputs. And from my personal perspective, working in South Korea also offer cultural diversity, and it is highly safe, and which make these fellowships support your academic careers. So why what is the Brainpool Fellowship? So as you all know that there are many prestigious postdoctoral programs around the globe. One of many of these are like Marie Curie, you all know. There is a Humboldt Fellowship. There is a Newton Fellowship offered by the UK government. And you also know that this fellowship is known as Newton Bhava in India, in collaboration with India. There are various fellowships offered by the National Science Foundation and Department of Energy, US. And in Japan, you know that there is a GSPS. So considering all these, South Korea also launched its flagship postdoctoral program, which is known as the Brain Pool program. So this Brain Pool program, if you see the benefits and all, so it is almost equal to the all other prestigious postdoctoral fellowships around the globe. So what is Brain Pool fellowship and how it is divided? So currently there are two types of fellowships. If you see, there is a Brain Pool fellowship and there is a Brain Pool Plus fellowship. In Brain Pool fellowship, there are two types of fellowships. One is individual type and another is the institutional type. So in individual type, any person who received his PhD can reach to any host researcher in Korea, and they both can write a proposal and they can submit it to the National Research Foundation, and after evaluation they will be funded. In institutional type, the researcher outside the Korea should reach to the professor, specifically stating that this application is for the institutional type. And in this, what happens is that the institutes get funded, which is around 300 to 900 million Korean won per year, and they recruit 4 to 5 brain pool fellows under this received amount for the 3 years. And there is one more type, which is for the experienced scientist, the people who are leading in their field and have a very high research experience. This program is known as Brain Pool Plus. And in this program, the top tier scientist can reach to the university, any university or host in the Korea, and if they can apply together for to the National Research Foundation, and if they get funded, so the funding amount is very huge in this, and this is a long-term program which goes up to the 10 years, whereas the Brain Pool Fellowship is only for maximum 3 years. So what is the eligibility criteria for this fellowship? The first, there are two, when you will apply for the fellowship, there are two peoples involved. One is the researcher and another in the host in the Korea. So the researcher for the standard track should have a PhD awarded. So many people in India ask that they have submitted their thesis, but the degree has not awarded. So can they apply for the fellowship? I think they can't, because in Korea it is must that you should have a PhD degree before you apply for the fellowship. So there are two mandatory criteria. One is that you should have a PhD degree, and the another is that at the time of fellowship, when you are applying for the first time, you should reside outside of the Korea. And there is also industry track where the companies like Samsung and LG can also invite peoples from outside Korea. So in that case, there is no PhD required. So the pillar 2 is the host institution. So as you all know that Korea also have many prestigious private universities like Yonsei and Sangkyunghwan University and Hanyang University. So in Korea, the funding from the National Research Foundation is equally distributed among all the research institutes. So there is no any constraint that you need to apply for the government institute or the private institute. You can consider applying in all universities, and it should be affiliated institutes from the National Research Foundation of Korea. And in Brain Pool Plus, it is actually a long-term program. So Brain Pool Plus fellowship, because there is a huge funding, so it is awarded for the people having a high experience in research, and the people who are thinking about to get the professorship in the Korea, because in this fellowship you can, after completing, you can also the university can also give you a full-time position or tenure track position. So what are the areas covered under this fellowship? So there are huge diversity in the area covered under this. So there are in Korea there are 12 national strategic technology area where the huge funding is given by the government. So they basically contains semiconductor and display. There is a quantum, secondary cells, hydrogen, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and next generation communication like 6G, if you are working in the robotics and all, then also you can get funded. There is a aerospace and like in some biology research as well. So these all interdisciplinary area covers applicants from all over the stream. Like if you have done PhD in biology, chemistry, physics, or in some interdisciplinary area. So I think all the people and engineering also are eligible to apply for the fellowship, because these 12 strategic areas cover, I think, almost all the people who are all the areas. So what are the benefits of the fellowship? So there are actually several benefits in this fellowship. The first is that they have very competitive salary, and all the fellows who are recruiting under this brain pool postdoctoral fellowship program, they must get minimum of 5 million Korean won. And if you convert this to the INR, so it is almost around 3 lakh INR, 3 lakh rupees. And there are substantial research grant for your conference travel, to cover your publication cost, and other, like if you are buying some chemicals on all these. And for the brain pool, if you are getting funded under the brain pool plus program, so because the funding is huge, so the scientist who is coming as a brain pool plus fellow, they have a liberty to hire some postdocs under them. So the fellowship provide professional growth and access to the world class infrastructure, and there is a high opportunity of global networking, and it is really beneficial for the long term career path for the people who are seeking career in the academia. Rather than other than the fellowship, which is 5 million per month, there are some other supports also. If you are coming from India, if you are get selected and you will move from India or any other countries to the Korea, so you will be provided the round trip airfare and the relocation charges. Like you can send like all your stuff from India through post to Korea, and all these will be covered by the fellowship. There is a generous housing allowance which is up to the 12 million Korean won per year, and this will be given you in a like 1 million Korean won per month, which is almost equal to the 60,000 Indian rupees. And if you have children, then the children educational subsidies are also covered, and your health insurance are also covered under the fellowship. So my personal experience regarding this fellowship, that I got 2 times. So the first time was in 2023 December. So I applied. I first find the host in Korea, which is highly of my area, and our mutual interest, research interest resonated, and we applied. So I first applied in 2023 for the short term, because previously there are 2 types of the brain pool. One is for the short term, which is for 1 year, and another is from the long term, which is for 3 year. Now they have made it only one, and you can only apply for the 3-year program. So that time I got it for the 1 year. Then the fellowship usually end in December, because in Korea what happens is, if you got the fellowship for 3 years, for suppose you apply this year in February or March, you will get awarded in end of July, and your fellowship will start from 1st of September or 1st of October. Then in Korea what happens is that they will count from October to December 1 year. So if you are applying in 2025, 2026, and if your fellowship starts from October, then it will end in 2028. So this year will be counted as a whole 1 year, then 2027 and 2028. So first award for 1 year, then I again reapplied in 2025, and last year in December I got again, and this time I got for it for 3 years. So the fellowship will end in 2027. So according to my personal experience, that the chances of the selection will be high if you have a strong host. Like in Korea, your professor matters a lot. If your professor have a very strong profile and very strong publication record, then the chances of the selection of the proposals are very high. And the second is that like if you want to continue it for the another one more time application, then you should have a very strong relationship with your professor, because the time when your first fellowship will end or the second fellowship will start, there's a almost 1 year or 8 month gap. So in that gap, you will be funded by your personal fund of your professor. So if you have a strong bond with your professor, then you can also reapply for the application. And for the reapplication, the criteria of living outside the Korea is not applicable. You can apply from the Korea itself. So that's all from my side. Now I think Dr. Pandey and Dr. Shinde will elaborate more about the experience of how to reach professor and what is the application procedure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your insights and your advice. Now I invite our second speaker of the day, Dr. Nana Saib. He's currently a Brainpool postdoctoral fellow in the Department of Chemical Engineering at Acharyya University. He will share his experience and insights about the Brainpool Fellowship. Dr.
Hello.
Nana Saib, please take
Hello.
over.
Hello.
Yes, you're
Am I
audible.
audible?
You're audible. Yes.
Yeah. So my screen is visible now in presentation mode. Hello.
Yes, yes. It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Shinde. I'm working as a Brainpool fellow at Chemical Engineering at University. So I will share my experience about the Brainpool Fellowship. So my outline of my presentation is tips how to approach professor, key point to consider while writing the proposal, and I will share my personal experience. So I work Korea 2014 to 2023 in Korea, and 23 I moved to the Europe as a Marie Curie fellow. So before ending my Marie Curie fellowship, I applied Brainpool fellowship in 2025, and I moved to the Aju University. So while doing this uh, application, and now I will share my experience how I reached the Brainpool application. So it's everyone is very difficult task to how to find a supervisor, as mentioned Ashish. So I apply to various university. I start application in December or January, January to find a host. So to find a host, I write various university professor email to uh, get a good and a high profile professor, as mentioned earlier speaker. So while writing, I wrote email like this very first subject, because in Korean professor is very busy, so you have to write very to the point email in the professor. So in subject Brainpool fellowship, then cite your own, introduce yourself and cite your specific paper in that area, which is very tie up with the host professor current ongoing project, and then state why you are willing to join as a brain fellow to that institute, and then write some. I recommended you to attach some guideline which is open, called brainpool fellow, which is very uh, means he will look everything detail in the guideline. So he professor will take a you invite you Zoom meeting. Then I got invitation from the Zoom meeting, and then during Zoom meeting I talk with a research plan, duties and responsibility, and how long we will conduct this brainpool project. And during the face-to-face talk, I also talk about how to open the Korean research number. It is very necessary to during online fill up the information. And after this meeting, I wrote the proposal, and we uh, synergetically we talk to and fro, and keep writing proposal and then submit. So for the submission of the proposal, so this is the last call, opening 23 February, and date is 13 May. So on this website, you can get the whole proposal package, so zip file, and then here I make some screenshot. So all the document in Korean, but you can use Google Translate to convert into English. Or here you have to write title of your research project, which title contains simple and cover all the result, your proposal, and some your synthesis method, and its direct implementation in industrial sector. So this key point in the your research title. Second one is this about the university registration number. It will be filled by the your host professor, and here is the KRI number, which you need to log in this website. And in this website they already uh, put up some guidelines how to open the IRS login number or your Korean research ID. So you can easily go through this guideline and get a Korean research ID number. Here is the about the host professor, about the email ID, phone number, and his personal information, followed by the this is the applicant PhD year, university name, and country. So this is the information about the host and applicant. So here is a tentative date. I enter 1st October, but due to Chuseok's holiday or some visa process, I join as a here at 1st December. So it will be delay 1 or 2 months is okay. So this is the tentative date of the Korea entering. So next is your summary of the proposal. This is the hard part of the your proposal. So in our means in Korea, they put all the research in the bullet format. So here you need to research goal in the bullet point. So in the if you are working in battery supercapacitor and electrocatalysis, so you have to write very specific inner density, power density, and its real application to in the 500 characters. So in the content, so detail method and achieve goal. And here I mentioned, so here is the very important the invited scientist, paper citation and key expertise in the short, and host researcher, institute ranking and research facility. And finally, so likewise you have to write very short and to the point. And expected contribution, next generation, how your research is benefited, industrial and environmental impact, and science advancement. So this point covered in the, so this is the key point for the writing the proposal summary. So you also write like this, and this is the last is the key point. So chemical method, the key achievement, so you have to write it very specific in the keyword section. So second followed by the second section, this will be take care of the host professor. He will write his own paper, patents, collaboration, and ongoing NRA project, and his education. So you no need to worry about the this section. Host professor will take care. Second is the your applicant. So here about the PhD and his language skill. So I already work in Korea, so I tick mark on the intermediate Korean skill. And here about your PhD, a master and bachelor degree. So, and here about the your doctoral experience. So I work from Incheon to the 2014 to 2023 and in Korean various universities. So we have to write a date in chronological order. So the fourth section is very important. So they ask how many people you have published last 5 years. So you have to mention a number here. So, and as I mentioned, the summary of the project, the host professor will convert all the English version of the summary of the your research project into the Korean. So it take care by the host professor. So Here also, next section is the recent 5 papers. So while writing the your 5 paper, you have to write very specific, like this passion summary of the your. So I give an example. Here is my paper published in, published in ACS Energy Fuels. So you have to write a summary of the paper, followed by the research impact and following the paper, how this paper is important, and where publish this paper with GCR percentage, and how this paper is relevant to the your brainpool project. So write some sentence about the, so that evaluation committee will maybe recognize you already working on this area, so it will increase you the brainpool program success rate. And then add some graphical um, table of content of this paper. So likewise, you have to write recent 5 people. So your brainpool project proposal will be in impactful. So likewise, then you have to write last 5 year paper in this style. So ISI number, year of publication, first author or co-author, and citations. And then you have also next section, add the invited talk last 5 year. So add some workshop and some conference, and so which will be helpful to you or the experienced researcher. Also at the fellowship hour, so I already work in Brain Korea 21 Brainful Fellowship. Also recently, many of you selected a 2% scientist worldwide, so it will be also impact to for your selection of a Brainful uh, proposal. Moving to the next point, this is the key point, why you want to apply this fellowship. So as I mentioned, make a bullet point reason for the, so take this bullet point which will help you for the preparation of your proposal, reason of the brain program, and write some description about this. Become an independent researcher, how you become independent researcher about after this fellowship. So for that, I have sketched some graphical abstract. So after this fellowship, I will become a senior scientist or be my in academic institute or industrial sector. So without writing some text, so I recommended you to make some graphical abstract. So evaluation committee uh, easily capture your idea. So here you have to write current status of the proposal in the research field. So and expertise and host professor. So you have to write some in the tabular format your expertise and your research project host professor expertise. So in 7 point, they are asking about the research and academic of a applicant. So here you have to make some picture graphical schematic as a Google Scholar, and you have to mention their citation, each index. So nobody want to time to read your proposal thoroughly. So it will easily catch your citation and each index. So I recommended all you, while you writing, make a like this picture, so it's high rate of success. So here two, and also in the in same section you have to make knowledge transfer between the applicant and host professor or institute. So what expertise you will bring in the your brainpool host institute. So here you make some likewise some schematic, how you have to electrochemist, supercapacitor, battery, and maxine nanocomposite you are already working, and some your research experience, and your number of paper on citation. And then second, as Ashish mentioned, is starting in the December. So next 2 year plan, you have to make It's totally 3 year, but it count as 1 year. So next 2 year you have to make a plan. So in the 2 year plan, so this is the main heart of the your brain pool project. So its main proposal, before in this part you have to make some schematic which contain key concept, impact on the field, and brain pool project. So for example, I added some schematic, so it will also impact on your selection process. And then here you have to mention current trend in the respective field. If you are working in lithium ion battery, aqueous ion battery, or solar cell, and some sensor, biologic sensor, so you have to make a literature and current ongoing research trend in the same field. So, and your brain pool project second part is how aligned with the current study. And in this section you have to make some grant chart. I already work as a Marie Curie fellow, so I know how to draw you have to manage your task 1 to 3 milestone and deliverable. Like that you have to make some table format your 3 year project. And then your methodology, if you are making some physical technique, make advantage of physical technique, chemical method. If you are working in solution based method, so make some advantages over each other, like that in the methodology adopted. So as I mentioned, the what skill you are bringing the Korea, and what you get from Korea. So both host and brainful applicant beneficiary each other. So make some table format, and each side you make your own expertise. So how you can go hand to hand, like that you have to make some deal in this section. So Korean evaluation committee will be recognize you both, and you need to sell your sell by good manner. So in the next section you have to make as a to the point. As I mentioned, no need to add a very lengthy or elaborating. So the key point, as I mentioned here, is basic target of the output, co-publication, patent, conference, technology transfer, and capacity of the host institution. Likewise, you have to make some key point. So if you are coming from Korea or Europe or from India, so you make a collaboration pillar like Korea, China, India, Ireland. So you have to make, you already are experienced, you uh, how you beneficial to the host laboratory and host institute. So and the rest part is work key output of the Printful Fellowship. So rest part will be take care of the host professor. He will make how which facility available to conduct this Printful project in the host institute, what facility available in the infrastructure, and all these things will be written by the host institute in following section. So as per my experience, so this is the typical pattern last year. The application period February 13 to May 30, 25. So I apply here, and evaluation will be take several time. And I got email from the Aju University professor 31st July 25. Then August, September, I did visa process, but due to shock, as I already mentioned, I late and late in the October, so I joined here at the 1st December. So everyone, I have also friend in Europe, Ireland, and many overseas. So they asking what document needed. So before applying online, because this all documentation or application process done by the host professor. So he will ask you this listed documentation, your current phone number, or your current salary proof, while fill up the online application. And this is the list of the application information the host professor need to fill up in the online website. After coming to the Korea in the December, I submitted this document, my transcript, and to the alien registration certificate and passport and all these things. So this is the document need as per my experience to while applying the Brainpool project. So thank you very much to give me an opportunity to share my experience. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insights. It was very helpful. I hope the listeners also got what they wanted. So now I invite our final speaker, Dr. Asutosh Kumar Pandey. He is a Brainpool postdoctoral fellow in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering at Yonsei University. Now he'll share his insights in the application process and his research experience in Korea. Please take over, Dr. Asutosh.
Thank you, Javanti. I think my PPT is visible, right?
Yes, it is.
Hello, everyone. Myself, Dr. Ashutosh Kumar Pandey, and I'm a brain pool researcher in Korea in Yonsei University. As Dr. Ashish and other speaker covered almost everything, there is nothing left behind, like how to process your application and how to apply and what kind of brain pool fellowships are available here. I want to discuss about my condition, like my scenario, because I did my PhD also from same department and same university, and I have submitted my PhD in 2025 itself. So I want to show you like some misconceptions are there, like a student who studied in Korea or studying in Korea, they cannot apply the brain pool immediately. Yes, you can apply, but you need to follow some guidelines as brain pool required. During the application, you must not be in Korea. First thing. And second, like which track you are choosing. You are choosing individual fellowship or you are going through the host fellowship, like the as Dr. Assis covered the second type of fellowship, like the university has the power to hire the brain pool fellows because they already have that fund. So my case is same, the second one. So actually, I am not the individual brain pool fellow. I'm an invited brain pool fellow. So I did my PhD from Yonsei, and after completing my PhD, I went back to India. And then after I came back here through brain pool fellowship. So as this picture is already shown by Dr. Assis, and he compared like how brain pool is important and where it stands in a world map. So yes, it's a very prestigious fellowship and also very competitive. If you are applying for this, many people got rejected. Even in my lab, I heard from professor like the acceptance rate is very low from now these years, like from last 2 years. And in our lab, we already had 4 brain pools. So as the doctor suggested, like your professor must be powerful and he should be renowned in Korea or your university too. So I think that's very helpful for you if you are choosing your mentor and your university according to that. And yeah, this is the roadmap, like how I got selected. Like my institute, like Yonsei, and my professor has already that brain pool funding. So they asked me to apply for that position. So what I did, I submitted my PhD in August. Sorry, I submitted my thesis in June, and then after I left the country because they have a requirement. Some the requirements I will show you like what they needed. So I left the country, and then after graduation, I actually when I left, I immediately joined a position in India because that's also a requirement for this position. Like here, I'll show you. Like if you see like the here, the current employment and its certificate and salary slip, these two documents you need to show. Like they are attracting the fellows, those who are already established in other country, or they are doing something in other country. So if you are following the step 2 or type 2, like university sponsored brain pool fellowship, so you must have these two documents, and based on these two documents your salary will be set. The minimum salary is 5 million, but it can be more than that if you are coming through this method. So as I was the fresh PhD, so I do not have that much work experience, and and I do not have that much the salary layout, like how much I'm earning. So I just went back to India and I joined a institute in India, and I just submitted my employment certificate and salary slip, which helped me to get that position. And all other requirements are same as other brain pool. But in this case, you don't need to write any research proposal. It's totally based on the invitation. The professor has all power. They can hire you. There is no need of writing proposal, because that all proposal is already submitted to the NRF from your professor and your university. So yes, and when they and how they invite, like either they choose their previous students they already know, or they mail some researchers, maybe their collaborators or something, or maybe someone already mailed them, like, Professor, I want to join your lab for postdoc position. So then they can choose like to whom to select for this position. So it's all in the university hand and the university norms. So I think like if you're searching for professors in Korea, you must focus on good quality papers. It's very important in Korea, and they follow the Q1 papers. Like they always prefer the Q1 papers. If you have Q2, Q3, it's I think it's not that much impressive to get their attentions. So, and also from where you graduated. Like if you are from IIT, like in Korea, they know only IIT, and some of the institutes they know about the CSIRs. So if you are from IIT, you might get preference, but yeah, you must have the good papers as first author as well as co-author also. And other documents are same as the other brain pool application. And also, yeah, I think that's all. And that's all from my side. Thank you. If anyone has question, they can ask me, then I can respond.
So if anyone has any questions, please drop it in the chat box and the speakers will answer your questions. Thank you so much, Ashutosh, for your
Thank you.
insights. Let's wait for them to ask questions.
I think no one has any question.
Yeah. Hi everyone. If you okay. They are writing their messages. 1 second. Uh sure, Atul, go ahead. Ask your question in the comments. Like I'll read it to the speakers. Okay. Dr. Mahesh has asked how to find a professor. My research is water electrolysis. Please suggest professors related to my research area. There's one more question which says, is there any age limit or specific eligibility criteria to apply to the Brain Pool program in Korea? Whether there are any restrictions regarding the number of years passed since the completion of the PhD degree, as well as any relevant academic or professional requirements. Are you guys able to see the chat box?
No.
No,
No?
it's not
Oh,
visible to us.
oh, okay.
Is it on your personal chat box? I guess it is
I
not
I
think
think
visible
so.
for everyone.
I think they
how
have
about
messaged
unmuting
me.
everyone? I think they can ask directly. Isn't it good?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think
they can unmute
they
themselves.
might.
Yeah, they can do unmute.
Yeah, better.
Oh, can I like call out their names and they can unmute so that we'll not have
Hello.
everyone talking in one
Yeah,
place?
I have a question.
Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
Sorry, because it chat box is asking everyone or say like that is it. That's why I texted you. So, so I think I mentioned my questions. How to find professor? My research area is water electrolysis, and please suggest me my research area related professor. It may be helpful for me.
Whoever wants to take the question, please go ahead.
Okay, I think I can answer it. My research area is also the same, but like there is no any specific way by which I will tell you that you can find some professor. You need to mail. Like it is better if you want to like get if you want to increase your chances of selection. So it's better if you find professors at the high rank universities in Korea, and also the professor should have a very good H index and a strong publication record. That you should keep in mind. So if that is if you need to mail like all the professors one by one randomly, and maybe someone will apply, or you may have some contact in Korea, or yours any senior or someone, or you can like through LinkedIn you can connect to the people who are working in the water electrolysis area, and then you can like find some senior or a postdoc who is already working in some labs, and I think this is the only way you can reach out to the professor. So better if you make like a list of the top university like Yonsei, Sangyungwan University, Hanyang University, and like Seoul National University, Korea University, and all these, and select professors who are working on the water electrolysis. Then you can see their website. You can go. You can see the peoples who are already working in their lab. If they are Indian or some other country also, you can reach out to them, and I think this will increase your chances of like getting reply.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ISRK, for organizing this session. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So there are a few other people. I think someone raised their hand. Dr. Hari, you can unmute yourself and go ahead. Dr. Hari Prasad, you can unmute yourself. Are they not able to do it? I think they're not able to unmute themselves. They just
I think
can we
I think I asked him to unmute. I think he's not responding maybe because
okay,
yeah,
because
Did you hear me?
people are still texting me in the chat box. So
yeah, let me
Hi,
check.
did you hear me?
yes.
Yeah, please go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
First of all, thank you for
I
all the
want to ask.
information about the fellowship details. I
Hello.
have a question about it is possible for applying both individual fellowship and university fellowship for the same year with a different professor. Is that possible?
No,
No?
no.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
I don't know actually about that. For personal fellowship, you need to submit the application before the deadline. But for the institutional type, I don't know. Dr. Ashutosh can like brief you that when they will get invited by the scientist. So it is up to the deadline or after that. So if it is late, like if you are getting invited in September or after release of the like result, then I think there might be a possibility of applying in both.
Oh, okay.
Because I
Depending
think this
upon
is the first
the
case.
deadline time.
Actually, it's not about deadline. It's about like brain pool will not allow you to do. Like if you are affiliated with BP already, you cannot submit the application same time. That's the issue. If you
So,
want to apply, you must apply at in one only. If you are
Okay.
already invited, then you
Mhm.
can apply for BP, individual BP. But
Okay.
if you are not invited and you are trying to do both at a time, maybe it will be
so
problematic.
Dr. Ashutosh, what is the timeline for the institutional type when the professor invite you? Like after the
September.
result announcement or before the
After
deadline?
after the result announcement.
So I think it is in the September or October.
September.
So I don't know, maybe possible, but I think you can try because I think no one has done this before. So
Yeah, I got it.
you can try. Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you for your time.
Hello.
yes,
Hello,
please go ahead.
Jyoti, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question for Dr. Shinde.
Yes.
Uh, Actually, Dr. Shinde, you mentioned in your presentation that they will ask for the last 5 years publications.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and what is the age limit for the brain pool?
Actually, as per my experience, there is no, maybe as mentioned Ashish, the experience one brain pool plus and less experience for brain pool individual fellowship. So as I know very well, so you can apply for brain pool individual, and there is no depending on your experience, they will host professor will let you know which direction you want to apply, brain pool plus or brain pool plus individual. This is my experience. So
Okay.
I think as per your profile you go for brain pool individual fellowship.
Yeah. Second question I have is how many years after my PhD I can apply for the fellowship? So, if there is no age limit, such age limit, so how many years
Mhm.
after my PhD I can apply? For
On
many fellowships in Europe, it's like 5 to 7 years. After that, you can't apply, or 8 years for Marie Curie, right?
yeah.
But
So
for brain pool, what is the criteria?
from brain pool.
For brain pool, what is the criteria after PhD? Like how many years after PhD you can apply, or you cannot apply after 5 or 6 or 7, 8 years? Like What is the limit?
Actually, last 1 month, there is a brainful fellow alumni meet. So I interact with all the brainful fellow. So after PhD, also some uh, student from our Maharashtra also join as brainful fellow.
Okay.
So there is no limit, I think. Uh-huh. But depending on your experience, they will categorize which brain pool early stage, brain pool plus, and brain pool individual, like that. They will categorize by host professor or host institute.
Okay, Dr. Shinde, thank you for your answers.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
last question I have is I could not clarify the first question. That is, you said that in your presentation that in the last 5 years, how many publications you have? Does that matter while
Yeah,
brain pool?
yeah, because they will evaluate based on the impact factor and how many papers. So I already work in Korea, so maybe that will also impact to how many paper
For
you
example,
publish.
someone has worked in his PhD, has lot of publication in PhD, but doesn't have publications in last 5 years. So, what publications they will check? Last 5 year publication or the publications which he or she has in her PhD? Like,
No, last 5 year.
okay, so
Uh,
it really matters
so
that how many
is
publications.
yeah, is it better to have publication after PhD or after the PhD? You have at least one paper or two paper each and every year. Yeah, that will be impactful to success rate, high success rate of your brainful fellowship, I think.
Okay, thank
So
you.
you need to progress every year. Is not doesn't mean you have a lot of publication in PhD after joining postdoc. There is no publication. That will be also not good for your selection process. So you have to make each year progress at least one paper.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Consistency
Yeah.
is
Okay.
important.
Yeah.
Uh, I think Shobha, she raised her hand. You can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Actually, I joined very late. I mean, just 5 minutes before I joined. So I just wanted to know that for this year's application procedure, when it will start and till when we can apply for brain pool.
I think application is open now. You can approach to
Okay.
professors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that I can start now. Okay.
Let me
Okay,
check
sir.
and confirm you. Just a
Okay.
second.
Sir. Okay.
Uh, Atul also raised his hand.
Hi,
Please
this is
go ahead.
Dr. Atul. I'm currently at Ireland doing my first postdoc, and it's been 1.3 years. I have a query regarding the brain pool is regarding my contract is going to end in next 2 months. Okay, and is it necessary to while applying there must be some employment contract or my basic salary right now, so they have to match it or they have to give it like that. So what if candidate is having no contract or something like that in means 2 months are left, and after that I'll be actively looking for the positions. So according to that, I have to question to all you guys. Is the contract is
Okay.
necessary?
Okay, I will answer your question. So I already work in Czech Republic. So for the brainful program, you need to show the proof of your salary. So you ask your HR department to give yours how much your salary you are working uh, in Ireland and your institute name and your monthly pay, like you make your own way some paper and make a signature on that paper and keep ready. So in future, if anybody asks, so just send that paper is enough, I think, from my side. And also keep all 2 year salary slip with you with HR authentication. So it will be helpful for your future proof. So no need to worry about this thing. So just keep ready all document with HR seal signature from my
Thank you.
point.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think contract is not needed. Only the salary slip needed.
Yeah. Salary
So
slip
if
with
you don't have,
HR certificate. My
yes, yes,
my
yes. If you
my
don't have the
process.
contract, I think it is okay.
Yeah, just take in advance some salary slip or evidence of
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
monthly pay, like that from your current HR, university HR.
Sure.
There's one
Thank you.
more
Thank you very much.
person who asked, uh, Dr. Shinde, have you worked with the same university and host earlier in Korea and joined with the same host as PP Fellow?
Hello. Actually, I work in. I don't apply in same university as the earlier host, but still I have contact with earlier all the Korean supervisor. So I think it is better to have new host for a Brainful project. Okay. So, but if your current host, means previous boss, is agreed to take you as a Brainful, so you may go with his, because in the proposal the evaluation committee will be see he already work in Korea and they have already, because in my evaluation report they already mentioned this applicant already working in the Korea, so he easily settle and move from the Europe. So it is very uh, uh, very essential to apply as a previous boss, because you have contact through Kakao or WhatsApp, so you can time to time send document from the personal chatting. So it is also good way to join as an earlier host. So you can go with earlier host or your new host also, but area should be matched. Then the success rate is 100%, I think. So my perspective. So there is no restriction. Go with same professor or new professor. Okay, good luck to you. Okay, Rakesh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Does anyone have more questions? You can unmute yourself and ask, or raise your hands, or put it in the chat box. I can ask it for you. A few people have asked about age, like age limit, if there is any age limit
There is
for the
no
application.
specific age limit you can apply, but you, as Dr. Ashish mentioned, like you must have consistency in publication and your experience, like the duration, the gap must be related to the research or academics. That's all.
Okay,
Someone
okay.
asked regarding the salary, I think. Is salary based on experience or based on the salary of the current job? So salary is totally based on the salary of the current job. So they will give you minimum 5 million, that is the threshold. And if you are already earning more than that somewhere else, so you may get more than that. So salary, the salary is from 5 million to 25 million, and it also depend on the country. Like I know someone who is from USA, so they are also getting 10 million or 12 million per month because their previous salary is so high. So it depends on your current salary. For Indians, I think as far as I know, all are getting, I think, the minimum threshold of 5 million, because in India, no one pay more than that. So based on that,
Yeah.
it is the minimum 5 million.
No, but professors gets more than that. So you must show your miss, like if you are coming for Brain Pool Plus and you are professor in IITs or NITs or somewhere, you will get more than 5 million.
Yes, if you
Because
are a
your
professor.
salary is
Yes.
already higher than the 5
Yeah, yeah,
million
yeah.
average. So it's not like that.
Yes, true.
So for students like who are fresh postdoc or have 4 or 5 years of experience, they will give I think all 5 million per month.
Yes, yes. For students and freshers, yeah, they will get 5 million. Fresh PhD candidate will get minimum 5 million. Dr. Mahesh.
Ita.
PhD candidate salary, what does it mean? Like the PhD, those who are doing in Korea, or the fresh postdoc? Dr. Mahesh.
Hello, sir. So I that means recently completed PhD student, they used to apply for this brain pool. Na? So on that basis,
Then, yeah, the minimum salary you will get according to Brainpool is 5 million with
5 million.
accommodation. Yeah, with accommodation.
But
No,
I
no,
want to know
sorry.
more
Your
things,
salary
sir.
will be 5 million and additional 1 million for your accommodation, I think. Yeah.
Yes, yes. But so I want to know one more thing. So this selection process, especially in the proposal. So I am working in the hydrogen field. So the selection is more for this field, or like that
Hydrogen, which method?
electrolysis.
Yeah, in Korea, they demand you have a good
Like
possibility to
selection
get
rate,
selected.
chance of selection rate is higher, na, sir. If I'm
Yeah, yeah.
with the hydrogen fuel, like this electrolysis as in proposal.
Yes, 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 yes. These research are currently booming in Korea, so you can try.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Does anyone have more questions? I think you guys have answered everything. Let me go through the chat once more. Mm. Oh, brain pool calls are open yearly once or twice. Someone
It's
has
annual
asked.
call. Just
It's just
one
once a
time, I
year.
think. Yeah.
Previously, for this previously, like before 2025, it was 2 times. From 2025, they have changed. Now it will open only once.
Yeah. So it's annual call, so you can just try now. It's open. Start mailing your professors.
After PhD, I think they just answered this question, Dr. Hari. But I'll ask it once more. After PhD, how many years are required for the Brain Pool Plus fellowship?
The Brain Pool Plus is specifically, I think, for the highly experienced researchers, and I think the acceptance is high for only the professors. I don't think any postdoctoral fellow is applying for this scheme. So who is already professor or have a very good CV, they only can apply, and it need I think more than 15 years of experience, as much as I know, because the funding is very huge. You will get minimum 600 million, and you can also recruit some postdoctoral students under you in Brain Pool Plus scheme.
Thank you so much. Do you guys have more questions? I'm just checking. I think they have answered everything. Tejas, would you like to give a vote of thanks before we conclude?
Yeah, thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed today's talk and it was very informative. So sincerely, I would like to thank all the speakers, starting from Ashish Gar, Dr. Ashutosh, and Dr. Nana Sahib, starting from the introduction to the fellowship application process and how to approach the professors. Everything, even their personal experiences were shared. Thank you so much. And I also extend my heartfelt thanks to the audience, all the researchers joining today's session. Hope you benefited from the talk and got the information for filing the application. And this link will also be shared on YouTube, and you can also inform all your friends. And please also, all this information will also be updated in the social media, ISRK. And I also thank Jaivanti for wonderful hosting. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you, one and all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Tejas, for that vote
Thank
of
you.
thanks. Thank you
Thank you.
for all the speakers. You've given all your immense insights. I hope it was helpful for the listeners. And thank you so much. Hope you have a good rest of the day. It's
Thank
almost
you.
dinner time in Korea.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.